Here's my outfit of the day. Tim, I'm trying to take a selfie.
There's room for two in this selfie, right? Actually, today's the big day. Today is National Selfie Day.
They have a day for that?
Yeah, they have a day for everything these days.
Oh, I thought selfies were fairly new.
Yeah, you would think the way they're posted on social media, but in fact, they've been around for such a long time. Martin Van Buren was president when the first selfie was taken. A lot to talk about selfies here in the 10 tonight.
I didn't know all that. Okay, wait, what about our selfie?
Oh, I almost forgot. That's our starting point.
Such a cute selfie, Tim.
It didn't turn out that bad, yeah.
Not too bad. And now that we got that selfie out of the way, it's time to look into some star-powered selfies. One of the most popular selfies of all time, you probably remember this one, taken at the 2014 Oscars. You can see a slew of A-listers in there, everybody from Ellen DeGeneres, Bradley Cooper, Brad Pitt, Jennifer Lawrence, Meryl Streep, Julia Roberts. You know, and Ellen just shared that selfie on Twitter during the broadcast, and it actually held a record for quite some time of the most liked tweet ever with more than 3 million retweets.
Lots of famous people and lots of Oscar winners in that photo. You don't have to be famous to get a selfie with a celebrity and have it go viral. Remember this one? The selfie kid? It's proof. Ryan McKenna, he's from here too. He snapped a selfie with Justin Timberlake during the Super Bowl halftime show in 2018. And that picture quickly went viral. How cool is that shot? He even got a private meet and greet with JT later that year.
Yeah, the fact that he actually got it and it looks like a good picture is amazing because, you know, you're nervous in the moment.
You never get it on the first take. Listen, National Selfie Day, not the only thing that gets its own name. Some of the most popular types of selfies also getting some special recognition.
Yeah, we pulled out a few of the most popular ones. Like, how about this? The pet selfie. Yep. I've taken a few pet selfies in my time, but apparently taking a photo of yourself with a dog or cat can also be used as a thirst trap photo. And it's very popularly used by guys on dating apps, I've been told. I have not been on a dating app ever, really, but can help you snag a date, Tim, if you have an adorable pet. Have you done that?
I'm going to plead the fifth on that one. I do have pictures with my dogs, and they're cute. The dogs themselves. But what's cuter than a pet? How about a baby? A baby selfie. Those are super popular too. Whether it's your kid, maybe a friend's kid, maybe a niece or nephew. Again, the cuteness is the important part on this because all of it is to get as many likes as possible.
Yeah, I have a lot of selfies with my kids, but we can't talk about looking our best without talking about a gym selfie. Now, I haven't been to the gym in a while, so I've not actually posted one of these, Tim, believe it or not, but if you didn't post it, did it even happen? I feel like those who work out a lot, they always post if they set foot in a gym. But you do also have to update your followers on your progress, so maybe it can keep you accountable.
I wonder if you take it before the workout, like before you break a sweat when you're looking your best, or after the workout when you're a little swole.
You need the swole, yeah.
I agree. Something that may go down in the history books under selfie is the duck face, kind of the OG of the selfie looks, right? That exaggerated kiss look probably at its peak when MySpace and Facebook were becoming big. Jackie, admit it, you've taken a duck face selfie.
Well, let me see. How does it get done? Camera back on me, please. Yeah. Selfie on me. Okay.
Yep,
like that?
Oh, yeah. Looks like a pro.
I think I've done that before. So now we have to know who took that first selfie, the very first one. Well, we have Paris Hilton to thank for that, right? Actually, we're kidding. Paris did claim to have invented the selfie, posting this tweet back in 2017, saying that she and friend Britney Spears invented the selfie back in 2006. That's actually not true. This guy actually took the first selfie, and it's credited to Robert Cornelius. This is him in his selfie. He took this photo of himself outside his lamp shop in Philadelphia back in 1839 using an old school daguerreotype. Yeah, one of those things that makes all the flash and the smoke. It's estimated that Cornelius probably actually stood there for about 15 minutes to land this shot. Talk about dedication to a selfie, Tim, and it's really no wonder that he's not smiling.
I feel like the pictures on the iPhone 1 kind of look like that too. We've come a long way with our camera phones. Listen, follow us here for a moment because we're going to go from the late 1800s in Philly all the way out there to the early 2000s in Australia, covering a lot of space and a lot of time. So let's head down under for now because that's where the word selfie was actually first coined. Here's the story of how this all happened. It was an Australian guy, of course, because it's in Australia. His name is Nathan Hope, and he posted a photo of his busted lip back in 2002. And with the caption, he wrote, "Sorry about the focus. It's a selfie." Well, of course, that got a lot of traction on an online forum, and it hasn't stopped there. It's officially now a word. Selfie was added to Webster's dictionary about 7 years ago. Its official definition is an image taken by oneself using a digital camera, especially for posting on social networks. That's the key. Why have the picture if you're not going to post it anywhere, Jen?
Yeah, especially if you look good, you got to post it, right? It's like a requirement. And you definitely don't need the dictionary to know that these things are everywhere. You're seeing them all over your Facebook and your Instagram feeds. I have to admit, I'm sorry, I definitely have posted selfies of myself as well on my Instagram feeds.
I did one this weekend.
You did, Tim. You actually posted one at the beach.
Yeah.
Not a bad photo, Tim.
Yeah.
But I'm not the
proud of
only
it.
one. I did see that you have a crown tattoo. We're going to have to talk about that later. Google crunched the numbers, though, on the last couple of years, and they reported that just from its Android devices, about 93 million selfies were taken every single day. And in one of the polls, Gen Zers, on average, take a selfie every third photo. So we're millennials, so maybe it's like, what, every 2 photos? On the weekends for Tim, maybe every other?
I looked at my feed. It is a lot. And it's not because I was in pageants. I have a crown. We'll get to that on a different show.
I need to find out more about that. Out of both of us, who would you think has a crown tattoo? This one does, not me. Okay, so back to that last stat, because that was just about Android,
Yeah.
not even factoring in iPhones. So you know how that number is actually probably much, much higher. You usually even have to take a few selfies to get the good one, right? Like at first it doesn't look good, not your right angle. And all of this really has been dialed up to the pressure to look your best because social media has become so popular. You got to do it for the gram.
Yeah, the one I took over the weekend was not my first take, that's for sure. We spoke to Gwendolyn Seidman. She's an associate professor of psychology. She says, listen, we're all social creatures, and selfie is just kind of a newer way to communicate with friends and family.
People always wanted to share their experience with other people. We used to write letters to people right back in the day, or you talk on the phone and you talk about what you did and where you were. So some of that behavior is really just another way of doing it. So I'm going to take a selfie of myself at this restaurant instead of telling you about it.
Yeah, you got to post a picture of your food too, right? Well, social media is essentially our photographic diary. And while they're usually, a diary, you think it's all shared through your lens, right? And it might just be all about you. They're not always just us. As we saw that picture at the top of the show with all the actors from the Oscars, you can have a groupie, right? A group selfie. And that's a lot different than those solo selfies.
Solo selfies are a little bit different. Like, in fact, solo selfies are actually the only type of selfie taking that's associated with the trait of narcissism. So taking selfies with other people in them is not associated with narcissism in any way.
On another serious note, selfies aren't always just harmless photographs. There's actually real data showing a lot of people put themselves into very dangerous situations all to snap their shot.
Yeah.
According to a study from the Journal of Family Medicine and Primary Care between the years of 2011 and 2017, more than 250 people died while taking selfies. That study found that the 3 most common deaths include drowning or transportation-related things like being hit by a train or a car while trying to snap a picture, even falling from heights, clearly situations when you're distracted by your camera instead of paying attention to your surroundings.
Yeah, that is not worth the photo, guys. The highest number of these kinds of deaths have actually happened in India, followed by Russia, and then, of course, us, the United States, in third. And the dangers that selfies sometimes pose is the reason that some establishments actually, they have selfie control. Thanks, Tim. Now, we all know about these, right? The selfie sticks like this, they're invented for the sole purpose of helping you get that shot, especially if your arm isn't as long as mine. Maybe I never really need them. Well, if you're making a visit to the happiest place on earth, you're going to have to leave your selfie stick at home. Disney parks all over the world have banned them, posing safety risks, especially on the rides, but they have the memory maker, so it's all okay. You don't really need this anyway. And it's not just here in the United States where selfie sticks are a no-go. The Colosseum banned selfie sticks a few years ago, as well as other popular tourist spots like Versailles in Paris and the National Gallery in London.
Yeah, well, some places trying to discourage those selfie sticks. I should just handed it back to me and I ran back over here. Other businesses specifically setting out to embrace the selfie. I'll pick it up again. Here it is. You didn't lose me there. There's the selfie stick. One high traffic spot gaining popularity with selfie aficionados. Oddly enough, the bathroom. Restaurants and bars in the Boston area actually designing fun bathrooms like the one you're looking at here. Big, bold, colorful artwork that looks good behind you when you snap that photo. Interior designer Erica Diskin says the once overlooked area in a restaurant is now top of mind when it comes to staying competitive.
So whether people want to make really outrageous bathrooms or statements, it's always, or a feature wall, it's always on the back of someone's mind when they're building a restaurant of what that feature people are going to post will be. They've completely, selfies and, intertwined with Instagram have completely changed the game in the way in which I think the interiors are shown.
Yeah, you've seen all the neon signs, things on the mirrors. Yeah, the bathrooms are really very, they're not that private anymore.
And restaurants are doing that a lot.
Yeah.
It's not just the food, it's not just the drinks, it's the ambiance for the sake of the selfie and the photograph you get.
Yeah,
from
they
it.
want you to geotag, and if you post that picture, post where you are. You might not be posting their @ handle, but you might post where you are, and then you can actually search, and you'll see a lot of people are doing the same things. It's a business idea.
Listen, everything you need to know about selfies on National Selfie Day. So if you didn't already take a selfie today, go ahead and take it. You got some time before the day is over.
You want to know who's great at taking selfies out in nature?
Oh, yeah.
Out being active.
Some flowers, some plants, no one better.
How about
Our own Tim
surfing?
Kelly loves it.
Tim and his hydrangea.